Hello and welcome to my Let's Play Civilization 5 tutorial, a beginner's guide. I am Ranma and I will go through starting locations and city placement. So I will restart the game now several times and talk about whether you should move your settler or not, and why you should move if you have to, and what is a good starting location and what is so bad that you most probably should restart right away, since with a bad start location sometimes it can be impossible to win. Okay, let's dig in. In here we have what I said in the previous tutorial video, two things that are very important. Fresh water, in this case a very long river, and another river over here, and the mountain. I could even move to this tile or this tile or this tile and be at a mountain and a river. So that's what I will definitely do. Up here we have some water tile. If I hover over it, I know it's a lake. So with this, no coastal city will be possible. So we can save thoughts on that. In case of resources, it's okay. Marble is very good. Stone is also nice since it gives food and production, which is what we want at the very beginning. But cotton is not so great. It will never give a lot of more than 2 food, or at least will take a long time to that point. I think at fertilizer it gives 1 more food, but that's far away in the tech tree, and never ever will give production. So this is not that great, especially it's at a river, so it means you cannot build a farm there. And the marsh is also not that great, except if you're the Dutch, since you have to clear the marsh before you can build a farm. But I would still say this is a very good spot to start. You have forests you can chop, you have a lot of rivers, so actually, let's say I would settle in here. I could build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 farms that I can see already. 10, this says also river, 10 farms. And most probably in here or in here I can build another farm. So more than 10 farms, a lot of hills, which gives me a lot of production. So I can build some mines here, and also I can actually build farms here. So this is very good. Now it's just a question where to move. Here, here, or here. Now we have 2 options. Either I move the warrior on this or this tile to have more intel on these tiles, so I know if I want to move the settler on a hill or just over here. It is all will cost me 1 movement. This because it's 2 tiles away and on a hill, and this because it's the river crossing, which costs you all movement. So that would be one option. The other option is actually I could move the warrior over here to get more scouting, since I will settle somewhere here anyway, so the scouting over here may not be that urgent, and actually the warrior could see a lot more land over here since there are no mountains blocking my vision. I could also do both. If I would do this, I would save the game now and actually first move here to see, and then move over here to see where I want to settle, then load the game and actually move over here. That would be a possibility. Or I can just take the risk and take this settler and move here. Could also move here. These 2 would still be in range, but the forests not. But I may get other resources up there. So let's do the safe and uncheated thing. Okay, we have cows in here, the river continues. I do not know that much more. If I look closely, there is a forest. So moving here wouldn't be that bad. I would have cows from the beginning. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do for now. Go for next turn. I will play in here since this is an interesting spot. I can talk, I can explain a lot of stuff, and then I will restart. So now we move this warrior. This is actually a flat land, even though it doesn't really look like that. So I will move my warrior to this hill. Oh, we have the coast over here. So I could move again to get to the coast, but maybe the city, most probably actually the city-state is right in here, so settling here wouldn't be possible. Actually, with this movement I moved to another cotton. So I have 2 cotton. I will settle now in place, even though being here would be just as good. Got a ruin over there. So my warrior will definitely go for that. Here, build a scout. Pottery, because I want the Pantheon. Because I want to build the shrine early on. I mean, there could be horses, but I'm not in a rush for that. So I could also move first to the city-state to see what city-state it is. Now I will go for the ruin first. Usually I would go for ruin first over city-states. It depends a bit on the terrain. Let's say if the city-state would be in here and the ruin in here, I would maybe go for the city-state first, just in case it's a religious one. Or if I've accumulated already 2 faith and the first Pantheon is not gone and I'm over turn 20, I could also go for the ruin, since on standard speed, from turn 20 on, ruins can give faith. Let's move to the ruin. I got a population, that's very good, and there is another cow. So I can actually buy out this tile, and wait, check. It goes to this tile, that's good. It's really good. I could also buy out as soon as I have the money to the stone, since I want to work the stone. But for now, let's do this. Go on production focus, like I told in the first video, and pick the food tiles. At least for now. Now I could send the warrior back to cover up this city-state, or send him for more scouting. I think since it's a warrior and he has 1, 2, 3 moves until he's here, then he cannot move much further fast anyway, I will send him further. The scout can just move 1 and then go scout this area very fast. Move here, more cotton, could now go on the hill or cover up a little bit of this fog. I want to cover up a little bit of this fog. Okay, another hill. I just don't know what is in here yet. But to know that, I would need to move on this hill, but that would not give me a lot of vision over other tiles. It would show me this hill, this tile, which is most probably a flatland forest, and I could not see behind this hill, because this is forested hill. I could see this tile, but maybe not behind, so moving here would just show me 2 tiles, while moving here and here would reveal a lot of tiles, and maybe a ruin. So let's move. Move here. Another stone, cotton and mountain. I could move on this hill since this is a forested hill. Okay, cool. I got in here another spot for the city. I could either settle maybe on this river to get fresh water and the river, or settle here on this mountain. I need to cover up more in here to see more of this already very good land. I mean, there are 4 luxuries already. I mean, cotton is not that great, but more cotton means more cotton to trade away. And actually, stone, sheep and gold are good resources. So this around here I would definitely want to build a city. But I want to cover up more to know it, to be sure if I want it here or maybe at an even other spot. And also I want to find ruins. So let's move a bit further. This is actually very interesting terrain. Let's move 1 down here. I mean, now I can move to the north, but I wouldn't cover up a lot because of forest. But I could move on this hill or on this hill. Let's move 1 down for now. Okay. I see this mountain continues here. So moving here would not cover up as much as moving here. So let's move here. And we're lucky. We got a ruin and we see there is actually desert and the oasis. That can be useful. Let's build another scout. It may be in a good time for It's what, 5 turns, 4 turns, but my city will grow in 3 turns and then work one of these hill tiles, which may speed up the production of the scout. Now let's go and cover up this city-state. Okay, you guys are now unlucky that I don't have face cam on, which when I let's play usually have on. We found the most overpowered wonder as first. This is El Dorado, one of the most OP wonders in the game. Why is that so? The first who finds it gets 500 gold. If you are Spain, because of their ability, you would get 1000 gold. Also, if as a tile it gives 5 culture, which is nice, especially at the beginning. And it's out of my border. But hey, I got 500 gold. Oh wow, this means, what should you do if that happens? You have now a very interesting situation. If you really find El Dorado first, usually what you should do is go in here and purchase with that gold immediately a settler. It's exactly 500 gold, and it's actually the biggest benefit you can get out of it. Since if you check how much it costs to produce, even if I would work something like this, it's 6 turns, 6 turns, 14 turns, 14 turns. That's a lot. Even if I would let my city starve for production, it'd still be 12 turns. So I can save a lot of turns and actually build this settler so early. Actually, not even build, I will just go and buy it. If you find that wonder was first so early, go for a settler and try to settle him in a good spot, especially if you've already seen stuff. If I were a little bit closer, I could even buy out tiles up to that. Well, yeah, I could. I mean, if it were on this hill or something, or in here, or just in range of the city, maybe, let's say, if it were on this tile, or in here instead of the cows or somewhere, or in here where I don't see, I would actually go in here and purchase the tiles. I mean, it gives me 500 gold. So, depends, but usually it's not in your borders because you have to move and scout. And I'm glad I sent this scout up here also to see the city-state. I can also see the land, because I said settling over here is good, but maybe I want to send this settler up here to get El Dorado before the city-state snatches it. I mean, 5 culture is very good. Almaty and the ruin, move here. I mean, I could settle over here on this lake or on a mountain. I'm not sure where I want to settle yet. Let's move this warrior first. And actually, this is coast. Oh, this is coast. Okay. Got weapons. Wow, and 2 fish. So actually over here I could build 2 cities. I could build a city on the river or on here, and actually a city on this mountain to get the 2 fish. And the gold maybe. Depends. Could be a good spot. I have to scout more in here. But where do I go with the settler? For now I will move him on this hill. Why? If I want to settle El Dorado, I will most probably settle here, or here, here, or here, on one of these 4 tiles. Either I want fresh water or a mountain. Depends on what is behind. So I could move it closer. In case there is nothing good in here, I may not settle El Dorado. Since El Dorado is a great tile, but I will not settle a city for just 1 great tile. I just won't. There needs to be some fresh water, some on the mountain, or some good other resources. So you could argue, why not settle directly over here? Well, if I move here, next turn I could move on this hill. And this turn I could have only moved on this or this hill to get over here. So if I decide next turn to send him the other direction, it only costs me 1 turn of movement. And I also should be careful because there could be barbarians. But there is a little bit of a cheaty trick you can do to find barbarians. I have no movement on this guy, so I can go around and see, okay, where can I move? This doesn't work on wait, does it work? If we see, I can move here, 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 but not here. The fact that I cannot move here means there is a barbarian or a barbarian encampment. So I know I cannot move here. So I have to be careful. So I know if, let's say this guy could move still and I see this, then I know I will not move to this forest. Too dangerous. And you can do this quite far. You can go for some scouting. Could also be a mountain in here, but I don't think so. So let's go for next turn and see what we get out of here. Let's move the scout into the ruin. I got pottery for free. Oh great, I was only 2 or 3 turns away, but hey, better than nothing. And move on this hill, and we have a barbarian encampment in there. But we have actually a deer, silver over here. If I place here or here, I have the silver and the El Dorado in range. And actually, if I place here, I will have this river. So here I will have fresh water from a river and the mountain. I will definitely go there. But I will lead this guy up here, since I cannot send him here, because the barbarians would take it. Maybe. And then I could clear their camp, because it would be empty. But then they would move with my settler away to some other camp, which would be very bad. Or there would spawn a barbarian and take my settler and move it into the camp next turn, which would be even worse. So let's go scouting with this guy a little bit to the north. Salt, oh wow, under this hill, another ruin. Okay, so in here is truly an amazing spot. And maybe in here. In this game, we could ruffle stomp everyone. In case of science, I have a good starting location. And I got pottery for free. I could actually go and try for a great library in this game. Wouldn't be a bad idea, I think. So let's do that. Let's go for the great library in this game. Actually, I said in the beginning of this video that this is gonna be a restart a lot game where we look at locations. I think I changed that here and make a little bit of how to play with this situation and explain a bit more, since this is a very interesting situation. And I will make the next video about settling, where to settle and starting locations. So next turn. 90 gold, that's nice. Can use more gold. Let's move here. Actually stay here. Wait, no. Stay here, where I want to settle. If a barbarian spawns here and moves down here, it will be very sad, because then I have to back up with this settler. Let's hope that does not happen. You have 7 turns for this. Fine, wow, 100, that's expensive. I will wait with that. 2 turns for this. Yeah, I want also to grow a bit. I need to wait on that for now. Okay, so this guy can now move in here, and this guy will stay here for this turn. I do not want us to lose the settler. This guy will move here and then cross the river over here. Could also move on the mountain, but in this case the mountain would give me vision for this tile and this tile, but I see them already, so this actually gives me more vision up here, so I want to do this. But I want to make the river crossing anyway, so I don't lose movement on the next turn. There is a city-state, okay. So most probably the world ends up here, and I need to scout behind this mountain range. This scout can go to the south afterwards, and this scout will go most probably down here somewhere and check out where this river goes. It starts in here and goes somewhere down here. Oh yeah, and I actually want to pledge to protect the city. Oh, and I should actually save my money, not buying tiles here, but actually then buy the El Dorado in here. Yes, that's what I should do. First, let's discover this. Yerevan. I'm first. Discovered, and that's good. Pledge to protect. Most probably the world ends up here, and I can bring this guy back maybe to kill this camp, or do that later. Here I have to settle. This makes it a bit troublesome in case of happiness, but this city won't grow anyway for now. This city can grow at least to 2 pop. I will lock this in here and go for culture focus. I will check how much it is. To buy, it is 80 to buy, I will do that. And this is 70, I will buy that immediately. Actually, for now I will work on this. I want my tradition earlier, or early, but to get a worker. I will see. Shoot at this and move with this guy to this hill to see more of the land. Nice. This guy can move here and then here. Okay, no El Dorado in here. Well, there will only be one of them. So now, shrine for a pantheon. There are several good pantheons I could take. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cotton. I could take culture from plantation, so they would all give me culture. Okay, most probably I will never work this. But still, 5 culture is not bad. I could take stone circles, which would give me 2, 4, 6 faith. Wouldn't be bad. I could take happiness from rivers, because city here on a river, city here on a river, city here on a river, and maybe one more down here somewhere, I don't know. Wouldn't be bad. Or I could take faith from natural wonders, so this would give me not only 5 culture, but also 4 faith. Wouldn't be bad either. I don't know yet. In here, you want to go... good point. Let's go for a granary. I will need some happiness. Right now, in this situation, I have a lot more culture than I usually have. This allows me to make a mix of these two. Or would also allow me to go faster through piety, but I think these two are just better. I can get free settler and worker from this early on, and actually still get the aristocracy for wonder building and maybe the free monuments or something. I can go through these really fast with this situation, which is very, very powerful. So in here, let's move here and then here. Found another ruin, more cotton, and some tundra. This is a weird map. This is really a... Tundra is usually on the edge of the map. So maybe it continues up here. Let's find out if the land continues up here. This may be an inland sea. Scout for more ruins on this hill. And another ruin. So nice. At some point I will stop working this just to work this and get some food and production. But right now I'm not in a rush to grow, since I do not have the happiness for that anyway. Oh, more coast down here. Barb camps, most useless ruin ever. And more coast down here. Culture, very nice. If I look over here, I have 42 out of 25. Over here I do not have the culture sign, but I can already take the policy I want. And I will go for liberty because I want an early worker. I do not want to put in production for the worker, but I need the worker to actually hook up one of the luxuries. I go for writing right now, and I do not have the technology to hook up marble or cotton yet. But I can research that after I start to build, after I got this one. If I want to rush the Great Library, yeah, I have to do it early. Cotton would mean hook up calendar. Marble would mean hook up masonry. I'm not sure about what yet. Oh, and this city will expand its culture borders very fast since I'm working this. And this guy moves here. Found a barb. Let's move in here. Okay, the world continues up here. Wow, so maybe the world continues up here. But I see coast over here. Could be a river or a lake. No, river it cannot be since this tile is not river. But it could be a lake. But since over here is coast, I expect over here to be coast too. Okay, get some experience for this guy. Okay, let's move with this guy over here since this blocks my movement. Oh wait, this is a lake, I can move there. But this guy will actually move over here and find another city-state. Okay, nice. So I could build another city somewhere down here. On this river, in a spot that it gets both fish. Or I could rush another city down here to steal the whales from Singapore. But that may not be necessary. I could also win this game maybe with just 3 cities. The capital, the city in here, and the city over here. Now I move this scout up here so he can clear actually the camp next turn. And this scout will move down here to scout this area a little bit. Afterwards, after clearing this camp, the scout will move further over here to find ruins. This guy will scout the land up here. Nice, the land really continues up here. But I should not send him too far, since jungle is rough terrain and this hoplite will move very slowly. And there may appear other barb camps somewhere, somewhere close to Athens and actually block me. Oh, he appeared over here. Nice. So he may be close. Shoot this guy. Clear the barb camp. Actually, go already for the free worker. Or for production. No, let's go for production first. The worker cannot hook up anything important anyway. I mean, he could build a farm. Wouldn't be bad. And I actually want the cows. Work them to grow. And for now, put in some work into the granary. I will build the granary anyway at some point, but I mean, the granary gives 2 food and also more food for wheat, bananas and deer. But this city has neither of those, so the granary is not that great. And I just need to build on something for 2 turns, and I want to go for the Great Light. This guy can move here. Oh, another city-state. Sometimes they move out of their camp just to harass your units. So you should not move close to a camp with a unit that is nearly dead.
People of the United States of America,
hello, my dear
welcome you.
I also do sometimes go to cities, to civilizations, and go to trade to see can they make already embassies. Because as soon as you get writing, you can offer embassies. And so if they could offer embassies, it would mean they have writing, so it would mean they could build the Great Library. But if they don't even have writing, it means they cannot. Kill the rest of this guy and move over here. Riga. Nice, and I'm first to find all the city-states. That's cool. And this guy came from up here, so there is more land over here. I may not be lucky for ruins anymore. And a barb camp in here. Okay. This was maybe not such an intelligent movement. Maybe here would have been better. But this guy came from the left, so I expect if there is land over here and over here, the chance for ruins are bigger over here. But there are no land. There is no land. So, I did not get lucky. And actually in 7 turns I will get my free worker. I will take this. And then I may switch over to this. I'm not sure. I don't think that this spot is contested, since this guy is quite far up north, it seems. And down here, I don't think there's a civilization so far in the south, in the tundra. So I'm in no rush to settle down this. It's a great spot, but I want the wonders for now. Move this guy over here, and then soon move him back. But first, move one further. I want to see if Harald, if the Vikings are right in here, or if they are further. If they are not somewhere in here, they may be further, and then it's good for me. Do not want them to be close. Let's go for vision. Let's actually heal this guy in place. I could also move him into the city. He would heal 5 more per turn, and you could actually calculate if it's better. You lose 1 turn of healing, so 20. Will you be more than 20 faster if you move in here? I don't think so. Case of science. In 6 turns I will get the worker. So either I go 16 turns for masonry to get the marble. Alright, change production in here to the grade library. Still stay on production focus to grow in 5 turns. And in 5 turns I will most probably still have enough food to let the new citizen work on this tile and actually move this over to this. And then I will have a lot more production than now and make a fast grade library. So, where to research? I will still take some time for grade library, but actually I could take this technology with the grade library. That would be amazing. If I research this and do not manage to research also this before I finish the grade library, I could only take this tech, or yeah, I could only take this tech of the expensive ones. Couldn't take this because I would need to research all this stuff too. So I think we make it sure and go for this. So I can hook up the cotton and let my city, because in 5 turns I will be unhappy because I do not have the luxury. Let's move on this hill. It's in the city-state territory, but it gives me more vision, and there is actually another city-state. Next turn. Move and find the city-state. Bratislava. And of course I'm first to find these guys. So there is no city spot in here. I could not settle on this hill because it's too close to Bratislava. I could still settle in here, but it won't have fresh water and only 2 fish actually. I think I would just settle in here on this river. Get a lot of food, get all the cotton, get the salt, get the gold. Wouldn't get the mountain, but in this case I prefer the river with a lot of fresh water. And actually on the mountain would mean to skip the salt. Okay. So Harald doesn't seem to be very close. Let's check if they have writing.
He'll die.
They can give me embassies. This means I have writing. I mean, I know I have writing, but since they cannot ask for an embassy, this means they have not writing. And Washington?
Good day.
Neither does he. Good. So, next turn, let this guy heal a bit more. Oh, come on, Washington, had you come this way with a scout? So this may mean no ruins down there. They will bring back this warrior. Or maybe leave him close to this camp, so as soon as the city-state wants to get rid of this camp, I can send him there. Here. Let's move one down. and one, and then one back. I want to bring this guard also to the right again. This one will heal for one more turn. Move in here and then in here. Wine. Wine is good. The wheat is sadly on a desert, but at least it's next to an oasis. Oasis is just like a lake and river, also considered as fresh water. So I can build farms in here. I mean, farm on this desert tile would be garbage and maybe the city-state would snatch it anyway. But hey, farm on this hill and on this tile would be nice. Move up here. I don't need to enter the city-state territory for now, since I've seen what I want to see. This guy, you know what, I will let him heal for one turn. Now he can move, since he has only one hit point to heal, and I do not care about one hit point. Move here. And move here. I want to see the tiles up here. Nice. So I have... Nice, I want a city over here. That could be useful. That could be really useful. Now I want to move here on the city-state terrain, because moving here would mean I cannot pass. I need to go on this tile. And here, this guy would zone of control me. So, move here, so I can move next turn down here and then over here. I hope there spawns no barbarian and blocks me down there. Ah, jeez. Move here and wait one turn to see where this guy goes. If he goes here, I want to move back here with this guy and maybe find a way this way around. Okay, let's move here on this hill to see more and then continue. Okay, so in here or here would be good. Here would mean fresh water and a mountain. Here would mean a river, which means a water mill and a hydro plant, but no mountain. So I have to pick between a garden I can build anyway, because this gives also fresh water. It's just, do I want water mill and hydro plant or observatory? And I also have to find out where actually Washington is. I hope he's not close. Washington likes to build fast, to build early cities, and many of them. He likes to spread all over the place. He's an AI I totally dislike. Let's kill this. Oh, come on. At least he will get an upgrade. Alright, I grow in here. So what I want to do now is this. Full out production. 15 turns, that's on turn 39. That is good. And now go for the workers, since I need the happiness. I will not... Oh, nice. Go here. Alright, I do not have calendar yet. This was a stupid move by me. Because I could start on a farm up here. Yeah, let's move back. This was a bad move. I should have started the farm in here for 3 turns and then send him down. This guy, move here and then here. Oh wow, this guy is very close. Oh, this guy is close. This is actually a very interesting game. I could also explain war in this game maybe. If I settle here or here, this guy will hate me for doing that, because it would be settling into his face. It's actually what usually the AI does. Settling a city in his direction, settling another city in his direction. This actually means I want war to him, if I were an AI. But in this case it would mean he wants war with me. And he may settle in here, since it's a very good spot. I mean, in here is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 wine, theoretically. Because if he would build the city, it would could work on 4 wine, and also take the wine pantheon, which is powerful. But for me, settling here could be nice. It would get this wine, and this wine. Also this wheat. Wouldn't be bad, but I would need to rush it. Do it soon. To take the settler from here in 14 turns. I could do that. Delay tradition a little bit. I mean, I have... Oh, come on. I mean, I have El Dorado. I have 5 culture more than you usually have. Okay, I did not build the monuments, But I could do that at some point in here, can add it actually to the queue. I could actually even build the monument before the granary in this case. I will not grow this city that soon, since I want to build some more cities, and actually some more culture would be beneficial. I would prefer to grow my capital for now, to build wonders in there. With this I would have 4 cities, that would be good. I mean, liberty is usually to spam cities, but if you have, for some reason, a lot of culture, because you're maybe Poland, or got a culture pantheon, or found El Dorado, or something like that, then you can try to fill out both. That's the one exception where it is possible to try out, to fill out early two of these actually, or fill one of these early on, because otherwise it takes some time to fill out this, and until you can go to another one you would already have unlocked these, and then you have to decide, do I want to go into piety for my good religion, or honor for war, or maybe patronage to buy city-states, or aesthetics for cultural stuff, or maybe all of my cities are at the coast and I may want exploration. I don't know. So, here, farm, this guy, got an upgrade. Fine, let's move him closer to my city. I may need him as protection, and maybe if I really go to settle here, this guy may do an early war to me, and then I need my hoplite. In case of demographics, I'm actually first in soldiers, so I could do something fancy and actually ask them for tribute. No, I cannot. Could I ask them for tribute? With reluctance. Would need a bit more units there. Riga maybe, because it's on... Yes, I would need a military unit close to Riga. Same with Bratislava, and I could ask for tribute. Why can't I do this to this one? I cannot do it here because this guy is on a hill, and this, so I cannot do it. And I also have no military unit in here. And in here, I'm actually not sure why. Also because I pledged to protect him, so I could remove that. I will remove these pledges for now. Not in this guy is on a hill, this guy will not care. But in here I could remove... Okay, here I did already, and here too. I have to wait for that. But I could remove my pledge to protection and go with this hoplite from city-state to city-state and ask for tribute. It would give me money, and I think nobody has discovered these city-states besides me, so I could go and pledge and ask for tribute, free money. And here, in first in soldiers, I do not have to fear anyone right now. So, Pantheon, we have a lot of options in here. One with nature, for this. Wonder spam. Happiness from cities on river. The culture from plantations. This is a lot of good stuff. Or I could also go for the wine one, but I think that's too risky. I think faith from natural wonders would be good. This would also ensure me a religion, since I would get 5 faith per turn by doing so. Let's do that. Nice. I want this guy to go a bit more to the north. Wow, settling here would mean 2 wheat. I really want to do that. I want to go and settle there. I want to settle in his face and provoke him a bit. But I think what we are doing now would be more enhanced gameplay. Let's move a bit more. Okay, up here could also... I could actually build many cities in this situation. Let's just heal him for a turn. No, wait, I want actually to move him to someone to ask for tribute. Cannot revoke it yet. 3 more turns. Okay, cool. Actually, move in here. so I can move next turn over there. This guy, one turn into a farm, and then for the cotton. Next turn. So I think I will save this game in here and then continue this tutorial next time. And then we may discuss a bit about how to wonder spam, how to go deeper into the tech tree, which wonders do you have to prior to rush, which not so much. And after that I will go with a war tutorial. Also I will make the video like I promised about how to settle your initial city. In here, this video is like an enhancement to the first video. So, but it gives me another situation where I can explain war and other good stuff. It's also very good that we found some natural wonder. So usually if you find a powerful natural wonder, you want to make use of it. If it were not El Dorado, which gave me 500 gold, there would be, if let's say it would be Lake Victoria or Uluru or King Solomon's Mines, I would still want to settle here because natural wonders can be very powerful. Or Fujisan. So I would do then the same, but I could not buy the settler since I would not have 500 gold at this point. So what would I do then? Most probably I would then not go for the Great Library but actually go for the settler. I would have grown to pop 4 and then went for a settler. It would cost me 11 turns. I already put maybe 4 or 5 turns into the Great Library, which would mean I would already have built the settler halfway through. So in 4 or 5 turns I would have this city. That's what I would have done. Actually no, I could do something like this for a settler, which would speed it up. So I would nearly be done already. Since when building a settler you cannot starve, so you can go full production, and I would also buy some hill tile to put all my citizens on production. And then I would place it anyway and just hope that this city doesn't snatch this tile too fast. You never know. So that's it for now, and the next video, enhanced gameplay and maybe some war. See you next time.